Hello and welcome to my newest credentialing video. This is for new vendors. I am Mark Mammon. I am your credentialer. And the goal is that I'm going to hold your hand and guide you for the first 30 days. And then by the end of 30 days, you should know exactly what you're doing and you should be released out of credentialing and you should be able to operate independently and produce as a safeguard vendor. Our goal is for you to produce, around 5 days a week on average, doing strong numbers and strong volume. So I'm going to do my best to guide you in that path. Now, I understand that I'm taking a video of a computer screen and maybe the quality's not the best, but I find that I keep repeating myself in a lot of things and I just wanted to make this video. Now, I will speak fast because I don't want the video to be too long, as well as you can always wind it or watch it again. So upon activation, you receive this email, the reference guide email. This email basically has everything you need to know. So in the email are several attachments, and in the body of the email are video links for you to click on. So jumping into the first attachment is the reference guide. It's only like a 5-page attachment, and this specific attachment breaks down a number of things. So the first page breaks down different work order types. What's a DF? A DF is an occupancy check, and the D stands for door hanger, where you're going to hand the occupant a door hanger. If no one's home, you leave it on the door and take a picture of it. Lately, these orders are asking for pictures of you handing it to the occupant directly. If you can get that picture, great. If not, add extra front of house pictures and push it through. And as I'm saying this stuff, there's deeper explanations in the material. So I suggest you go in and actually review the material. So an FI inspection stands for field inspection. This is also a contact inspection where you're verifying occupancy, but there's no door hanger. So, if you don't make contact, you'll need a picture of your hand knocking on the door. Now, typically for the occupancy checks, this third one is an FINC or FIB, field inspection, no contact, field inspection, bankruptcy. These are standard visual inspections. Don't step foot on the property. Don't talk to occupants or neighbors. Just get your pictures and get out. For these 3 order types at the top, typically what you'll need is a street sign photo, a street scene photo, several front of house pictures, a picture of the address on the property, and then, based on your questions in the app, it will dictate what other photos you need. So go ahead and just answer the questions and take your pictures. For experienced vendors, you don't have to sit at the property and answer the whole questionnaire. You can pull up to the house, open the app, tap the camera button on that specific work order, take all the pictures you need because you're experienced, and then you can always answer the questions later, label the photos, and submit it. If you're a brand new inspector, you may need to take the time to read the order. So just understand, if you're doing it that way, then it's going to be a little bit slower for you, okay? But once you gain experience and you fight through your first 20, 30 orders, then you know what you're doing. FINT, field inspection interior. This is a vacant property where essentially what we need is 20 pictures of the outside, 20 pictures of the inside. This is a vacant home. Okay, an insurance loss. The work code in the app should be ILIS. This is a property with property damage, and we have to call the homeowner and make an appointment so that we can get out there and take the pictures of all the rooms that have been damaged, where work has been done or yet to be done. Page 2 of this reference guide goes deeper into the insurance loss. So, and that's something I'll run through you. Attached to the work order or attached to the website is the scope of work, and that will break down what rooms were listed. Sometimes those scopes can be lengthy. They can be 50 to 100 pages. You're not printing that out. And I would start from the bottom and scroll up and look for a page called Recap by Room, and that'll give you a quick synopsis. Then we have our exterior insurance orders, where the work code will be something similar to like E317NN or E3RNN or something along those lines. So the first letter E means exterior only, where all you need to do for these is just place a one-time courtesy phone call into the app. So on the work order, it'll say scheduling or load scheduling portal in the specific work order. And from there, you can follow the prompts. The homeowner's phone number is there. You'll call them and say, hey, I'm the insurance inspector for whether it's State Farm or Allstate. I'm just calling to let you know I'll be coming by to take pictures of the outside of your home. No one needs to be home. No one needs to meet with me. It is not an appointment inspection. I'm just calling to let you know this is happening. Thank you. Have a nice day. So once you upload that phone call into the work order, then it takes a full 24 hours and the order becomes open and the start button becomes released and clickable. Okay, so you want to make your calls daily. You want to log into the app and see any exterior insurance orders that have come in that you have not yet called. You want to make those calls. It has to be part of your process. You know, whether you have 3 to call, 5 to call, it takes a couple of minutes. You upload the calls. Page 2 is the insurance loss. That's a breakdown of what that is. Page 3 on the reference guide breaks down the different door hangers. These are all for different types of DF inspections where we have different clients. The yellow one is our generic one. The white one's for DieTech. The blue one is for RRR or SPS, and so on. Then we have our vacant stickers. If you're in the state of Washington, you never put a vacant sticker on. Any other state, this first white one with important at the top is our generic FTV sticker. The green one is for M&T Bank. This white one with the white letters is for Chase Manhattan. So, read through the reference guide and understand, and always date the first time vacant stickers, by the way. Then we have listing orders where it wants the pictures taken a very specific way. You have, it'll ask for a front left view. They want to see the whole front of the house and the whole left side of the house in one picture. So if you're looking at the picture you're taking and you don't see that, you have to back up. I don't care if there's trees in the way or obstructions, you take the picture the right way, okay? That's it for the reference guide. Then moving on, there's a State Farm presentation, a PowerPoint. What you need to know about the State Farms, essentially, number one, go through this PowerPoint, read it. But what you need on the State Farms or Allstates is pictures of all 4 sides and pictures of the roof with your phone in the extension pole, as well as any detached garages or sheds. So you pull up to the property, put the phone in the extension pole, do 1 lap around the property, snapping away, go snap your pictures. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink the script questionnaire. Don't even overthink labeling the photos. Go get the photos you know you need and move on. Document 3 is pay cycle. We operate on a scale of net 10. We send out direct deposits every Thursday. Read this document so you understand it. When you complete an order, it could take up to 10 days for my billing department to review it and close it out. Now, most orders get closed out in 48 hours, but sometimes it can go on a few days longer. Okay, so every Wednesday, you're going to get a burst report, which will break down every single order you've ever done. And if next to each order, the dollar amount shows a blank, that means we've gotten your results. It has not yet completed our review process. As the weeks go on, it'll make more sense to you, and we can always review them together. You're also going to get every Wednesday what's called a remittance email, which breaks down how much your check is for that specific week and which work orders you're being paid for. This document talks about window start dates and stop dates. When you have a DF or an occupancy check, golden rule, you can never complete those if the due date is beyond a week out from today. So if today is April 1st and the due date's April 10th, I cannot yet do it. The way to know that is if the start button is clickable in the app. On the insurance orders, it doesn't matter when the due date is. It could be 2 months out. You can always do it. You just have to upload the courtesy phone call first. Then we have a document here in the reference guide called UTW, unable to work. And it kind of breaks down what happens if you cannot work an insurance order because maybe there's excessive snow and you can't walk on the property, or it's a gated community or a gated entrance to the property and the homeowner's not home. Read through that. Never just shrug your shoulders and drive away. Always take pictures in the app showing the locked gate. You have to upload call attempts to the homeowner and the agent while on site. If nobody calls you back the next day, you can close it out as UTW, and we'll further review that as we move along. This document just shows some recent memos, so click on that, and there's recent memos with some basic procedures. This last document is mobile apps. We have 2 apps. We created a new one. The new one is called Safeguard Mobile, and our old one is Safe View Inspect. You can have both. I suggest you have both, especially if you're an Android or a Galaxy user. They've been having a lot of problems with the new one, the white app with the rainbow shield, Safeguard Mobile. You should have both on your phone, and it's the same login for both. The apps will not speak to each other. You have to do a download to refresh your order list. So like if you submit 5 orders on the white app, it's not going to automatically come off the blue app. You have to sync your app up with the system by doing a download to refresh your order list. There's 2 ways to do that. When you're logging in, check the box below the login info, download new orders upon logging in, or if you're already logged in, go ahead and drag the order list down with your finger, and that'll buffer and refresh the list. All right. Now, in the body of this video, in the body of this email are videos. So the first one kind of breaks down what you're doing here, completing inspections for safeguard properties. Watch that video, click on it. The next one breaks down the new mobile app, okay? Watch that, okay? It breaks down the white app. I'm gonna add a video here for the blue app. The third video, I'm told lately that link doesn't work. It talks about resending an order. This is very important. When you complete an order, it comes off your order list and goes into a queue, but we do not have it yet. You have to go into your queue and upload them out of the app. So I think on the app, it'll either say queue or transmit. Make sure you understand how to do that. We'll go over it with the test order that's sent to you, but it has to be part of your process. You go out and complete 20 orders, you've got to make sure you complete them, upload them out of the queue, and then check on your queue 10 minutes later to make sure everything's successfully uploaded. If it did not, if orders are stuck, refresh the app, swipe out of the app, refresh it, re-trigger the upload, leave it open. This last video talks about scheduling on the hub, which is the scheduling portal on the app, right? So for the insurance orders, you have to call the homeowner, take a screenshot of the phone call, and upload that screenshot of the recorded call into the app. This video shows you how to do that. So there's no reason why you can't watch that quick video and understand how to do it. So the bottom line is this. A lot of this stuff is self-explanatory. Each work order has work order instructions. What I tell all new vendors is don't overthink it. Just get them done. As you move forward, if you make a mistake, you'll get what's called a follow-up. You'll get an email saying, hey, you did this wrong. Forward me those emails. Let's review them together. Most of the time I can get it closed out without you having to go back to the property. So I want to give you the information, and it's going to take 30 days. If you work 30 days and you're putting up numbers 5 days a week, by the end of 30 days, you will know everything. From there, we're going to release you out of credentialing so that you can operate independently and you can kind of make your own hours and schedule, and be free flowing with it. But we are going to expect production. This is for self-starters. This is for people who want to wake up and go. So if you think this is not a fit for you, let me know, and that's okay. We'll close your account. But what I will say to you is if you're someone who's a go-getter, if you're ready to rock and roll, I will give you the volume. We are growing on our end. We have a high saturation of work orders no matter where you are. But just understand in the first couple of weeks, we're not going to give you that type of volume because you need to learn. I can't dump 150 orders on you on your first week because you're just going to drown in the orders and your head is going to spin. So it's not about how much you earned or how long it took you to do the first 10, 15 orders that you did in the first few days. It's about learning the process and learning the system so that you can attack the orders once we put them in your hands. We're looking for go-getters. We're looking for people who want to work, who want to wake up and go. And you can do incredibly well here. I work very hard. I give you my cell phone number so that you can text me to get a hold of me. But if you have an issue with an order, you really have to email me because, if I'm not at my desk, you say, hey, what's up with this order? I don't know. I'm not at my desk. You've got to, if you have a question on an order, email it to me. That's the best way so that when I'm at my desk, I can look at your email and I can, give you the information right there. If you're at a property and you don't know what to do, sure, call my cell, text me, ask me to call you. It's really better instead of calling my cell phone that you try my work line and my extension. My extension is 1204. You should have my work number saved to your phone. Only call my cell in an emergency. If you need to call me on the spot, then you should call my work extension. Otherwise, if you call my cell, most of the time I'm going to click you off and call you back from the work line. I need all my calls as much as possible on my work line. Or you can text me, say, hey, Mark, please give me a call because I'm on the phone a lot and it's hard to just pick up the phone and call me. So you've got to text me and say, hey, please call me and I'll call you within, as soon as I can. So that's the gist of the video. Please go through this reference guide email, read through everything. I don't expect you to read everything and know everything you need to know day one. You've got to get out there and do it. Like I said, don't worry about mistakes. Just get them done, get them submitted, and you'll live and learn. Thank you very much.